Hello everybody, my name is Lonely Wolf J. In the last episode we were talking about paper models. In this episode we're gonna talk about slush. How you can slush and how you can finish your master. First of all, you need to have your model ready without any strings from hot glue or any holes in surface. Next thing you need to do is get Vaseline. Now you may ask yourself, why Vaseline? Well, it's really easy. When you pour your mix of body filler and resin in your model, you need to have something to separate paper from slush. So one thing to do this is use Vaseline. You can get one in pharmacy and it's gonna last you for a very long time. For applying Vaseline, you can use any brush you want. Just remember that you will not be able to use it any longer for anything related with water, because Vaseline cannot be removed with water. Now, it's gonna work either way. You can brush on a layer and then go forward, or you can brush on few layers with about 3 hours of space between each layer. In that way, Vaseline can really get into paper and it's gonna get loose a bit faster. For the next step, you can, if you want to, glue a border of paper. In that way, you will prevent pouring. Now to the slush part. Most of the people say that you use 50% of each substance, but I never look for that. You will need a cup and then add body filler. Now, it's hard to say how much you will need. In time, you'll get used to that. There is not even a problem if you mix a small portion. You can still mix some more later. Now add a polyester resin and mix both together nicely. After both substances are mixed, you make sure that Rondo is fluid-like. I would say a bit more fluid than melted ice cream. That's good. After you are sure texture is fine, you can add both hardeners. Depends on portion how much you add, and then you mix everything together nicely. Now you just pour everything out of the cup and then into the model and start to turn around your model so Rondo can reach every single corner. Rondo will cure in 1 to 2 hours. You can speed it up with hot air gun, but do not overuse it, that's bad. After first good slush is right and hard, you can mix another portion and pour. One thing, Rondo will cure faster in warm environment, but will also get hot. I had experiences when my model was so warm that I almost couldn't hold it in my hands. Do not be afraid, that's normal. I'll separate drying in 3 stages. First one is fluid, second is gel, and the third one is warm gel. In the first stage, you can still turn your model. In the last stage, Rondo is really vulnerable and can tear. Now, you need to cut fiberglass on small squares. Fiberglass is for hardening, of course. Pour the third mixture into the model after the second one is dried, and then add fiberglass. With a brush, you can now spread fiberglass and overlap it with Rondo. When everything is hard, you can sand down inside because fiberglass can react like splinters to your skin. Now make sure that your model is cool and hard before proceeding. Next stage is removing paper or demolding. You may saw some videos of mine of me demolding some models. So you may saw that, and now is the time to see how good you worked with the Vaseline. Help yourself with knife or something sharp and then get all the paper off the model. You can use fire to put away every bit of paper. Well, that's not really good idea. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Okay? Sanding time. Harder edges and mountains can be sanded with a Dremel, with a barrel sander. Wallies can be, well, filled with more body filler, but without polyester, just the filler. For sanding, I use a lot of sanding paper. First I use 80 grit, then I use up to 200, and then I step up to 1000 actually to finish. Foamy blocks can also be really helpful. Coat the whole thing with a thin layer of primer and then sand that down with 1000 foam blocks so some holes get exposed. If you find some small holes inside of your model, you can fill them with wood filler, almost the same as body filler for cars, just that wood filler is based on acrylic, while body filler for cars is based on polyester, I suppose. And then sand it down and make it smooth. When you think that everything looks perfect, use primer to coat whole surface with it and finish your model. Sanding may sound a bit easy and fast, but it really takes a lot of time and mostly a lot of patience, because you need to have perfect master for molds and replicas. For me, it took around 10 days, well, I'd say around 24 to 30 hours just for sanding. After you add primer, most of the people wet sand with 2000 grit paper. Well, wet sanding is sanding with wet sanding paper, of course. You immerse paper in the water and then sand your model with wet paper. I've done this before, but you can also just add primer, wait till dry, and now on that point it's matte. If you want it to be shiny, use a small paper. Can also be office paper and use it as a sandpaper. You get the same shiny feel to it. And well, that's it. Now you know how to work with Slush. Hope that's gonna help you in any way. By the way, if you want to, you can post some of your photos of your works on my Facebook page. The link is in the description. Thank you everybody so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this small series. I think I'll do a series on foam technique. I hope and I think I'll do that. Also, there are going to be more videos posted about that bad boy and some more videos of swords. Now I need to finish Master Sword and that thing, and also, where is it? It's right there. The dragon plate helmet. So yes, thank you everybody so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe, to like, and to share. That's gonna really help me out. And I hope I will see you in the next episode. And yes, there's gonna be some more episodes. So, bye bye.